All right, so this is a suggestion via Discord. The name of the video is hundreds of kids left without bus service as blue states continue to fund buses for migrants. Let's go and check this video out immediately, guys. Oh, God, I hope this is not true.
Over 100 students in a district outside of Boston will have to find a new way to get to school in September. They won't have bus service due to a shortage. This comes as the state started paying for buses for migrant students
whose families
recently moved.
Yeah, they shut that down fast.
Into their community. So joining us now is Ashley Francois, a mom of 3 from that school district. Ashley, this is quite the story, and it's one that impacts you personally, I understand. You have, is it 3 children, and all of whom now ought to figure out a way to get to school?
1 out of my 3 children have a bus for the school year because she's in elementary. The other 2 are middle school and high school, and that's where they stopped buses for these kids.
I see one of them right there. I see one of the kids right there. That's make your way in. It's fine. And I understand, but not only do you have to figure this out for 2 kids, let's just talk about your personal situation a little bit. I know that all of your kids are on IEPs. You live 3 miles from the school, and you yourself don't have the capability of driving them to school.
So I've had quite a fun experience here in Stoughton. 3 years ago, the Stoughton police suspended my license indefinitely for medical threat. And upon that, I had many issues getting my kids to school. So as of February of 23, the school system actually filed educational neglect on me. Oh. One of my children on the IEP has school refusal, and that's one of the kids not allowed on the bus or taken off the bus. So they just basically fed right into exactly what this child wanted, and that's not to be at school. So now you've made it absolutely impossible for me to get him there to access the curriculum, access the services that you are specializing for him. So if he's not getting to school to get these services, then these kids aren't going to be able to access any type of curriculum from the Stoughton Public Schools if there's no way to get them there.
And I think you may have said this, but you have some medical issues that's kept you from maintaining a license. So you're really in a situation here. You need the buses. And this is coming as this is happening at the same time in Massachusetts. Your migrant population over the last 4 years has grown exponentially since 2021, 355,000 living in Massachusetts, 50,000 new arrivals, 10,000 children. Again, these are all migrant children. And from what I understand as well, that actually there's bus service set up for these illegal immigrants. So you're losing bus service, they're gaining bus service?
Yep, and Stoughton says that it's government agencies paying for these extra buses for the outside families.
Right. Guys, and this is not even something that is specifically localized to Massachusetts. Guys, not at all. Like, think about this here. If they're losing their buses, in Chicago, they're losing their parks and they're losing some of their schools, right? And then in New York, they're also losing schools and parks. This is something that is absolutely crazy. Now, imagine you live in this area and you've been in here for multiple decades, right? Paying into the tax code specifically, right? And then just trying to make it so your tax dollars are being used for something that could at least benefit the generations that are coming up. And then just to find out that now your kids are going to now not be able to get to school because you have this situation here. That she's going through where medically she got her license taken away, guys. Right? She cannot drive her kids to school. She cannot walk her kids to school. So how exactly are her kids going to get to school? Right? If you take away the buses, specifically in all of these areas, these are like the unseen repercussions of what's actually happening in a lot of these sanctuary cities or sanctuary cities that are, or just in the proximity of the sanctuary cities themselves, guys.
How does that make you feel?
I kind of feel torn at this because, one, and I'm going based on my knowledge off of the IEP services, children on IEPs are receiving state and federal funding to receive these services outside of already a budget given to the students in the school. Along with that, Stoughton Public Schools has made it a priority to have parents sign health insurance waivers for them now to go and get funding from their health insurance. They're getting 3 different funding for children specialized on IEPs. Why can't they get a bus? And on top of that, children on IEPs, if a child already, regular student, no IEP, gets a bus slot, a child with an IEP, if they do not qualify for specialized transportation, automatically get a bus on that slot, on that bus as well. So I was that parent that would be going into schools advocating for parents to get their children's services. I was here in Stoughton doing that for my 3 kids. And I just don't understand.
Last question. What are you going to do?
What can she do?
I'm probably going to keep them home because it narrows it down to the fact that I can't work, I can't drive. So that means my income is an extremely budgeted income. And there's 4 of us. Right. So am I supposed to pay between 4 to 6 Ubers a day for the entirety of the school year to get my children to school and then question how I'm going to pay for my home, the electricity, the food they need to eat, the clothes,
right.
School supplies, because we get probably 2 pages of list of school supplies for each grade. It's not just a Stoughton Public School standardized list. Students need this. Each grade has specific things they need.
And this while resources are going to, a finite number of resources. They can only go so many places, and resources going to illegal immigrants that could be going to people in need like yourself. By the way, the Stoughton superintendent did give us this statement. He said, when we complete the process for no-fee busing, we received 162 more requests this year. We could not have anticipated such an increase. To that end, we provide busing as of Friday for all K through 6 students within our policy. That addresses your elementary school student, Ashley.
Right.
We are addressing this issue this coming week. Should be close to getting 100% getting transportation. We'll know more after Tuesday. So we wish you the best of luck on Tuesday or what comes after. Hopefully it isn't that you have to keep them home and you get them to school. Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
Guys, that is frightening. That's absolutely frightening. Right? You're in an area where obviously money is extremely tight. You have multiple kids. You need to get these kids to school. She's right. She cannot, under any circumstances, pay to Uber kids back and forth a pretty much great distance, right? To most likely different schools. Okay, so it's not like they can carpool, but still, that's not the point here. The point is that if you're in public school, you're living in an area, you're paying taxes for something specifically, you should be able to utilize what you're paying taxes for. It is not fair to the people that are there, guys, right? Now, keep this in mind here. Massachusetts is one of, if not the most expensive state to live in. I would probably say California, New York, Massachusetts, Hawaii. They're probably alternating regularly, okay? Now, my main concern here is that, guys, it looks like things need to get put together financially so you can make a solid attempt to get out of this place. All right, because if they're allowing this while, of course, being the most expensive place, that means they're getting gigantic tax dollars, and it's not benefiting you. So why are you trying to stay in a place like this? I understand that sounds like that may sound like you're climbing Mount Everest in this instance because of the amount of finances that are going to be required to leave a place, guys, right? But think about how much you're actually going without while attempting to maintain your life in an area like this. It doesn't make any sense anymore, guys. I think we all need to kind of come to this point where if things are not working for you locally, like exactly where you are, it doesn't matter if your family's across the street, bro. If things are not working for you, it may be time to move, or try your hardest to get out from under the area or location you're currently stuck in. But all right, listen, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. I think this is absolutely terrible. We should not be taking away from our children, specifically our children, okay? For people that have broken the law to enter into our country, guys. Their first act in the United States of America was trespassing. But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly.
Guys, before we go, are you guys subscribed to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd, along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Both are found in the description. Check it out.